Welcome everyone to the second episode of Let's Reboot a Franchise, an educated discussions podcast. Today I'm joined with
Felipe.
And I'm Elmo, and we are live from Felipe's house, and today we're going to be discussing a reboot of Pokémon Red and Blue.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So we're going to keep... I tried to keep this somewhat a little more realistic in terms of I know how greedy the Pokemon company can be.
Yes.
So we're going to continue with the two dual versions.
Oh, okay.
That way they can get their money and be happy with it.
They can squeeze all the money from the diehards.
Yeah, and we are going to retain the spirit of Pokemon, even through its more annoying aspects, but do, in theory, contribute to the collaborative part of Pokemon, which requires the two different versions in order for you and a buddy to quickly trade and never look at each other again. Okay. Even though I don't think we've done that.
No.
I did it with my
we battled once.
brother-in-law. No, that was in the 3DS one. We've never battled with this
Sword and Shield?
Sword and Shield.
We gotta do that one day.
Yeah.
Wipe the floor with you. Alright.
I mean, last time I beat you.
Barely.
In Sun and Moon, so, 5 years ago, maybe more.
Konami code. Go ahead.
Anyway, so the Pokemon franchise, I don't think it requires as much of a history.
Oh, okay.
But
so you changing it up.
We're
from the last episode.
From the last episode, yes. Just because I as Pokemon is the highest grossing franchise in the world.
Yeah, y'all know what's going on.
If you don't know what Pokemon is, this dude is you, and he wants these little monsters in them balls. And them balls, you throw them, you catch them.
They're yours.
Then when you're done with that, you throw them, and you do, animal fights. Okay. It's great.
Yeah.
Luckily, there is going to be more than just battling in this Pokemon reboot. Pokemon Red and Blue. Now, which version are you picking up?
It depends on how you describe it. I will tell you at the end of this which version I'm picking up. All right.
Don't worry, when we get to Pokemon Yellow, it's gonna. No, we'll avoid that. We're gonna Pokemon.
You don't want to get too greedy.
Pokemon Red 2.
Okay.
No, we just go gold. Anyway, it's silver. Silver's better. Anyway, so
you're here to reboot Pokemon.
I'm rebooting Pokemon.
Okay.
And I'm aware that some of the decisions I make are going to be like sacrilege to some people. Mm-hmm. So I'm dialing it back to pay respect to those people. Because a large part of me wanted to get rid of the original 151. But I think...
The 151? Start new?
No, we would keep... we want to be realistic. We would keep, but there would not be the original 151 in this Red and Blue. Okay. Was my original idea. But then I thought, no, the comment section and the thumbs down buttons will be vigorously tapped.
Okay.
So we're going to keep the original 151.
All right,
but there's going to actually be the 151 because you can't get Mew legitimately in the original Red and Blue.
Yeah.
Even though there is a glitch I did once that was well documented and it's like...
That's how you got
that works.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
Even though I did it 10 years after the fact. I did it in middle school. I remember that. Anyway, we're going to keep the original opening where we're going to keep Professor Oak, get him a better voice actor than whatever's in the anime these days.
Okay.
And we're going to be in the Kanto region.
All right.
The original, we're going to go to Pallet Town.
Real quick.
Yeah.
How does this game look? Is it more in reference to Sword and Shield?
Well,
or are you going back to
that.
sprites?
Right now, I'm imagining a white blank screen.
Okay.
A white blank screen. And then you hear Professor Oak talking to you. Mm-hmm. And it's in that original Game Boy style. Yeah, you're going to get that. And then he's going to be like, you know what? And he's going to go over his usual spiel and everything. Yeah. But he's like, you know what? Let me talk to you in person. And then we do a really silly fade out.
Yeah. And
all of a sudden, that's HD Professor Oak. Yo. And I am thinking we're going to go a little bit more. I'm thinking more of a blend of Breath of the Wild with more Mario aesthetic to it.
Okay.
So we're going to...
So short and stubby, realistic?
No, not short and stubby, but I'm thinking more of we want to keep I'm thinking more the people in Pokemon, but just I'm more thinking of the aesthetic locale.
Gotcha.
Of Mario.
Okay.
And like more of like the traveling kind of feel of Breath of the Wild. Okay. Which I can get into detail a little bit. But it's going to be very vibrant colors, very colorful world.
As it should be.
And we are going to, dial it back when necessary.
All right.
But Professor Oak's talking to you. And he's like, hey, I need your help. Can you come on down to the lab? And you're going to go to the lab. You're going to make your character, of course, first.
Of course.
And you're going to not name your rival.
Oh.
That dude is Gary.
Oh, he's always going to be Gary. Yeah, that's what I named him.
You could, if they want, they can make him Blue. But no, that boy's name is Gary. Gary. And he is smug. And he is at the lab. He's like, man, my Gramps, he's taking so long. Yes, he's the worst. Okay. He's just supposed to give me my Pokemon. Kind of. He just you're gonna just go down and you're
get terrible first impression.
You're going to immediately meet your rival, who is not a very cool dude.
Okay.
Because I feel something that's been lost in the last few Pokemon games is the rival.
Yeah, has been best friends now.
Yeah.
What?
No, we want an antagonist.
Yes.
And not like and listen, well, he can grow and everything, but we want him to immediately be someone you do not want to befriend.
Yeah.
He's a privileged dude. His grandpa's the professor.
Yeah.
There will be chances for him to grow, but right now, he's a smug son of a gun.
Okay.
And he is ready to...
Ready?
He's blue in the fit. No. Well, you find out he's not there, so you just start walking around the town, and you have just a very there's a little Pokemon hanging around. Just, you got a little bit like a Chansey hanging out with your mom over there or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you look in the corner, like, yo, some Rattata in the trash. And as you walk over, they scurry away.
Okay.
So you're just living in this Pokemon world.
All right.
There's birds in the air. And yo, Spiro. They are not very nice. No. But it's just very, very nice, simple town.
Okay. You get the chance to experience the beauty of what Pokemon is.
This is 3D.
You even get thrown into
this
it.
3D.
Yes. Of course. A lot more to show.
And I'm imagining like the vibrant colors of Mario with a little bit more of like that Breath of the Wild in terms of how the navigation works.
Okay.
So imagine Zelda with like some more cell shading, like darker colors, I guess.
Okay.
That's not the right way to phrase it, but just imagine it. Think of it yourself, people. You're educated.
Yeah.
We're discussing.
Yeah.
So you get the usual like, oh, you're gonna walk into the grass, and then, oh no, it's a Pidgey.
Oh snap! What you gonna do?
You can't do anything. And the professor comes up and he's like, take this Rattata.
Okay.
Take this Rattata, okay?
Yeah.
And you battle that Rattata. Using and we're going to keep like a lot of the combat similar to the...
So turn-based.
Turn-based.
4 moves.
We're going to keep it for 4 moves.
Okay.
+1.
Oh.
5 moves. Damn. We changed the game.
Changed the game. Don't even call it Pokemon anymore. It's too different.
It's a quintuplemon. But we're gonna. There's gonna be 5 moves.
Okay.
Obviously, not at the beginning. You're not gonna have that. But guess what? That Rattata, that's your first Pokemon.
Okay.
That's your first Pokemon, and only upon doing this little tasks he wants you to do in town does he like. All right, you know what? I'm gonna hook you up. Like I'm trying to hook up my grandson, and it lets you kind of get a feel for the combat before you pick your type.
Right.
Because you don't know what you want yet.
Right.
Like you just say, oh, here's this lizard, here's this turtle, and another lizard with a plant on his back.
Yeah.
And then, so eventually you get used to the combat, and then he's like, Harry, I want my Rattata back, and you can swap it for your Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur.
Or you can keep it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, there's Rattatas everywhere. No. There's Rattatas everywhere. And obviously Gary will pick the opposing element that is superior to yours.
Okay.
He's gonna, from the beginning, be your nemesis.
Yes.
So
he's gonna have one up on you already.
Yeah. So again, that intro is very like I'm kind of just reiterating what the original.
Yeah, I'm about to say
is.
so far this sounds extremely similar to the original.
This is where it starts branching out in that your goal is not go beat the Elite Four. There are 4 career paths to go on in this game.
Oh.
Okay. So I don't like the names I came up with just yet.
Okay.
But they are Collector,
all right,
Battler, Caretaker, and Leader. And we have more of like an open world, like you can like the wild area kind of deal.
Yes.
In Sword and Shield.
Best part of that game.
But you are able to go in whatever direction you want.
All right.
So let's say you go into the traditional. I'm going to be a battler. I'm going to get all the gym badges. You can go in any order you want, other than the last one. That will always be locked up. You need the other 7 to get to the last one.
Oh, okay.
Because that's going to deal with like the villains and everything.
Will the opponent scale depending on which one you choose?
Depending on how many badges you have, the opponents will scale.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And there will be, I don't know if you played with it much, but like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is what I'm thinking of. Mm-hmm. There was a difficulty scaler. Like you can change levels and everything.
Okay.
Put that in. Like,
what do you mean?
Like if you are, because the Pokemon Company has made these games very easy.
Yes.
You can have that if you want it.
Gotcha.
But there's an easy, normal, hard.
Okay.
I ain't going on hard. I'm just going normal every time at the beginning.
I don't want it too easy, but I don't want it too hard.
Right.
I want to have fun.
Now, you would go and you can go in whatever order you want, and you can get your Pokemon and fight until you get to the end with the 8th gym leader, and then you fight the Elite Four, and then you've become like you've now hit the end of the career path of the battler.
Okay.
So it's going to be very similar in that nature.
All right.
So
I'll let you explain it before I have my
I don't need
questions.
Okay. Then there is the Collector one where this one's not required to like get like a feeling of I beat the game, because you are going to need the alternate version to get the remaining Pokemon.
Right.
Luckily, the online's not trash. So you can swap them pretty easily,
and you can change in the game.
And in the 3DS ones, especially towards the end, they were doing really good with like you can just put your Pokemon onto market and you swap it out and trade it for whatever you want. It's easier. Now they kind of made it worse.
But the mystery
Sword
trade?
and Shield. Well, that's something. You were keeping mystery trade for sure.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, that's fine.
Just they made that a little less intuitive.
Okay.
So then there is the Caretaker career path you can go on, because you don't have to go be a battler. You don't have to do the gym battles.
Okay.
You could just be like, hey, there's in every town, like where there's a gym leader, there's also like, remember like, I don't know if you played much of like the DS ones and everything, or everything before Sun and Moon, because I know you took a long hiatus.
Yeah.
Which we should say, what is your history with Pokemon? Kind of skipped that part.
My first Pokemon was Gold. I went back and played Yellow, and then Red. Didn't play too much Red because I'm like, well, I got Yellow. It's better. I played a little bit of Crystal. I played Sapphire. And from there, I stopped. And then my next one after that, so I missed all the Black and Whites, the X's and Y's. And then from there, I went to Sun and Moon. And then I believe there was a couple, Fire, Gold, Heart Red, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I missed all those remakes and everything. And then from there, I went to Let's Go Pikachu. Right? That's the one? Yeah, Let's Go Pikachu. And then Pokemon Go, of course. One of the 6 people still playing that. And in my town.
There's a lot of people
playing. No, there's a lot of people playing in my town. And now I played Sword and Shield. So okay. I'm a big fan, just never played all of them.
I played every mainline one except like Diamond. I played Pearl, but I didn't play like... Okay. That's around the time I stopped getting them both.
Gotcha.
I remember as a kid playing Blue, and I was like, oh man, there's another one. There's a Red. I bet like Misty and Brock and everyone, they're like your best friends, they follow you around. Like my brain just overblew what that was.
Yeah, you wanted it to be the anime.
Right. And then when I got Red, I convinced my dad to get Red. I'm like, this is the same game. What the heck?
Okay.
Anyway, in some of those ones that exist between your playtime with Pokemon, there was like the contests and everything that you could join. So it would focus on that. Like there's a contest league to participate in as well.
And that would be part of the collectors?
That is no collector, because collector you would require trading and everything. So that's not the required one.
Oh, okay.
to like beat or complete the game in a sense. Like you wouldn't get credits. Like, oh, I finally got that Sand Slash credits. Like you're
okay.
But just the caretaking is, hey, you're breeding them, you're committing to putting them in contests. They're friendly.
Yeah.
And eventually you get...
that's what those contests are. You get to, from what I remember, you get to see like, oh, make this one be beautiful. Yeah. Right? And then, or be smart or intelligent. Right. So you will, the caretaker, you will have to learn how to make your Pokemon that way to win. So that's cool.
And the final career path is the leader. I don't love the name for it yet, but I liked how in Sun and Moon you played. Yeah, Sun and Moon. Mm-hmm. Instead of every gym battle being like gym leader being like, all right, you got to fight the leader.
Oh, it's a trial, right?
Yeah, there were trials.
Yeah,
bring that back and make that its own career path that eventually lets you become a gym leader.
Okay.
And then that's your way to continue. Like, hey, I beat everyone in this game. I beat all the wandering trainers and everything. Like, what do I do now? Do I just fight in the wild? But no, now you're in like the post game is I'm a gym leader. I am allowing people to come challenge me. And you can set up your teams that way. Like much like you could pick which gym you went to in order, and they would scale to you. Now, whatever team you have will scale. It'll scale with your opponents as well. Okay. So it'll just work backwards, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the main differences between Red and Blue, since you're asking, are the Pokemon available to you, and who your final Pokemon you can get is.
Oh snap! Which is?
Okay, we're gonna keep the Red and Blue. Okay, so think about who you want.
So Blastoise,
Moltres, and Articuno. No, I'm just joking. This would be like your hint.
Jigglypuff or Sand Slash.
This would be your hints at like, hey, we're gonna keep going with this. So, Blue would be I forget his exact name. From Sapphire. I feel like you would remember his name.
Oh, Kyogre?
Yeah, Kyogre.
Okay.
You play Pokemon Go way more than me.
Yes.
Yeah. And for Red, it would be Ho-Oh.
That's different.
I'm sorry. No. What's his name?
Groudon.
No. Don't edit that. Let that dumbest thing go up there. Groudon. That way you would get your hint at, hey, we're gonna keep going with this. And you would skip Gen 2 because you want to sell people on that later. But you want to let them know, hey, we're gonna go past 2 as well.
Okay.
All right. What are your questions? By the way, real quick.
Sure.
To make it a little more engaging, the battles would also feature you having some positional movement with the Pokemon as well. So while it is turn-based, you can move them around. And I don't think you've played any of like the Tales of games, like Tales of Vesperia or anything.
No, I haven't.
But it would take a little bit of inspiration from that, where you're like in a grid. Like it's not like an actual grid with lines, but like you're in this preset location that you can't like venture too far away from. But there's a battle area, and you can move around within that area.
And what, certain attacks only hit certain areas of the map? Is that what it is? Okay, gotcha. Okay,
but it's to make it less complicated. If you hit the button, he's probably gonna hit that move. Okay. It's not too much you don't need like dexterity or anything. It's just so you're doing something.
Okay. Also,
while you're
so adding another level of strategy to it besides just attacking and waiting to be attacked.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Questions.
Okay. Yeah. My critique so far. This sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
No.
You ain't making money.
No. Yeah. I do like the 4 different paths you got going on there. That's cool. What is post game like for the collector? He collects them all. What's it? What do you mean? He collects all the Pokemon, right? Mm-hmm. What does he do after?
That is when you can get the special one.
The finale?
Yeah.
The Kyogre Groudon? Yeah. Do you think that sticking only with the 151 is the best idea? Yeah. If this game is going to be as wide and open as you're saying, you're really going to limit it to just 151. Mm-hmm. Why?
Because you want to sell them on the sequel later. And you continue like to like, hey, and when you get to gold and silver,
They have a diamond and pearl one as the end.
Yeah.
So,
but you would do like hey, we're gonna go back into that old location and everything. It'd probably have to be limited in scale to fit the disc or the cartridge or whatever.
Nah, this is Switch Pro. This is come on, man.
Switch Pro 3.
Switch Pro 3. Okay.
I'm just trying to keep it realistic because in theory, in reality, in my heart, I'd be like, nah, put all 700 of them dudes in there. I want to sit around fighting that Eradicate.
I definitely don't think all 700 would that would be too much, especially if you're doing the caretaking route, to really find out which one really is going to be the most capable to win this contest. It's going to be a chore. But I do think it would be smart to do the 151 and then all the ones from gold and silver.
My only thing with that is people online seem to get very upset at the bias towards one.
Right.
So give the Gen 1 people their game, and then you just expand upon it with time.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's like the dream we would want, but I could see that being the more realistic version.
Okay.
Is it what I want? No. But I want Totodile. Give me that dude. Don't you hate Totodile?
I don't like Totodile.
Yeah, okay, I was right.
He's fine, but you get that middle one.
Croconaw.
Where'd this
He's got like a caveman.
Yeah, where'd this caveman thing come from? That's not his aesthetic. And for alligator doesn't have like a club or anything. He goes back to being an alligator. I don't know.
No, I really like. I picked Cyndaquil back then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want them in, but they'll get their due.
I feel like as awesome as those 4 things that you have, I actually really do like that. I feel like it's still not different enough. When you're the leader, how does online play work with that? Just anyone can challenge you as a leader now?
Well, that would be like you playing single player. The online would still exist within its own infrastructure. If you want to get really deep, you could get crazy with the online. I have not thought that deep.
I really like the idea of the leader, but then once you're a leader, right? What is the gameplay? Just all right, I got a new challenger today. Is he gonna beat me and I give him this badge, or is he not? And then he sucks. What is there to do besides just battling once you're the leader?
I mean, couldn't you say that about normal Pokemon now? Do you want Destiny, where it's never ending? There's always just more. Is this a live service game?
No, that would be a different game. Okay. I think a new Pokemon could eventually have an open world area for online only play, but not for the main quest. No, because then that gets too tied into. Because then you have to explain where am I in this town that you have, So I don't want to work that way. Okay, I got you.
Put them in the Shadow Realm with Mewtwo, and then everyone fights there.
So you said Groudon or Kyogre, right?
Yeah.
Give me that blue. I choose blue. Which means you gotta get red, so.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's what I did back in the day anyway.
Oh, really? Okay.
The only bit I would add is, Gary would have a more, pivotal role.
Okay.
There would be character development there. There would be an actual story. It's not going to be this amazing narrative, but it's going to be more than what the Pokemon games have been.
Okay.
And you have that template of the original that will hit on people's nostalgia.
Is there anything special with the 5th move that you added, or is it just...
It's just for additional strategy.
Just an extra, okay.
Yeah.
Just an extra move. Gotcha. Okay. Well, let me tell you what, sir. I'd play this game. I'd play it.
Who's your starter? It's Rattata for everybody.
Yes. It's gotta be Charmander, man. Come on, you get. You know what? Blue. No, you know what? Blue. You know who's good? Freaking Bulbasaur. The
that's
grass.
Just Smash Brothers. What are you?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ivysaur, whatever. Yeah. Well, Squirtle's the best if we're thinking Smash Brothers. When it comes to those 3 characters, Squirtle's the one. The GOAT.
They're all cool.
They're all cool, yeah.
All right, well, thank you for joining me in this second episode of Let's Reboot a Franchise, Felipe.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for hosting.
Of course,
Your
of course. Always happy to have you here. I appreciate your input into this episode.
And if anyone has any ways to make the idea better, or tell me why the idea was not good, people really hate Rattata. Like, I want that trash. Anyway,
he's the best.
Hit that like button.
Hyperfang, come on, man.
Yeah, that movie was a little too good.
Way too strong.
Subscribe. Oh, also, real quick.
Oh,
do you ever hear of Nuzlocke runs?
What? No, is that? What is that?
Nuzlocke, there's like rules. It's like a modified way people play Pokemon. Where like every time you go into a new area, the first Pokemon you see, that's the only one you can catch in that area. And every time a Pokemon faints, you have to release it. Like you can't use that Pokemon anymore. Like it's dead. You've never heard of this?
No.
Oh, there's some cool stuff out there, especially videos of people doing this.
Oh man!
But like as soon as a Pokemon dies, you can't use it anymore, and you're limited to what you can
carry, like the 6 party Pokemon.
You're limited to who you can catch.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And if if you're in the forest and you kill that thing, kill that Weedle, that's the first Pokemon you saw. You can't catch anymore.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Some people go really hardcore with this, but this reboot would have some of the tech in place to allow you to do this without having to
just yourself.
Yeah, just embrace that hardcore method of playing Pokemon.
Different difficulty options and different gameplay tools.
So after you beat the game, you unlock that alternative mode, but you don't make it all the prey. Like Pokemon don't die. They're released.
Right.
They felt they had to move on. Anyway, subscribe, and keep it educated.
Catch you on a flippity flip.
Welcome everyone to the second episode of Let's Reboot start over. Reboot. Start it. All right.
Reboot it.
All right. I forgot you're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna keep that in.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw it in the end.
Probably at the end.